Hi everyone, it's Ms. Horton again, and today we're going over 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication using the standard algorithm. So let's get to it. So if I'm doing the problem, 827 times 36, I first need to identify the parts of my problem. Well, the 827 and the 36 are each a factor. And factors are what we multiply together to get our answer of a multiplication problem, which is called the product. We won't fill in our product after we do our work. So if I'm using grid paper, like this paper I'm using, I need to make sure that I am putting one digit in each box. So the individual number inside of our big number are called digits. I'm going to put the number with the greatest amount of digits on top. So 827, because it has 3 digits, is going on top. Then I put the 2-digit number below it, lining up my place value. So I have the ones place lined up with the ones, the tens place lined up with the tens, and then the hundreds. So when we are multiplying, we start with the ones place in our bottom number, and we multiply it times everything on the top. So we circle that in order to help us to remember that we need to do all of this first. We always go up first, excuse me. So we're going to do 6 times 7. Now, when I'm doing 6 times 7, that may be hard for you to think about. So I want you to think about what you know. Well, I know that 6 times 6 is 36. So if I know that, I can always add one more group of 6 to have a total of 7 groups. So 6 times 6 is 36, plus one more group of 6 gives me 42. So I put my 2 in my ones place, and then I regroup my tens to my tens. So the 4 goes to my tens place, and I circle it to remind myself to add. Now that I've gone up, I get to go across. So I'm going to do 6 times 2, which gives me 12. Then I add what I put on top. So 12 plus 4 gives me 16. Put my 6 in my tens and regroup my 1 to my 100s. Since I've already added this 4, I'm going to cross it out so I know I'm done with it. Now I can do my 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48 plus 1, 49. So I put my 9 in my hundreds, and I don't have another place to regroup to, so I just scoot over to the next place value. And I have 4,962. But I'm not done. I still have to do my 3 times everything on top. But before I do that, I need to cross off the things I don't need anymore. So I scratch, and then I lay an egg to remember I'm done with the ones place. So now I can do my 3 or my tens place times everything on top. So it's what we call the pizza. So I'm going to do my 3 times 7, which gives me 21. My 1 goes in the tens, but the 2, I'm going to still regroup to my tens and circle it because I multiply by my ones place. So I always regroup to the next place value. Now I can do my 3 times 2, which gives me 6, plus 2, which gives me 8. I'm done with the 2, I cross it out. Now I can do my 3 times 8, and 3 times 8 is 24. So I put my 4 in my thousands, and I don't have another place to regroup to, so I scoot my 2 over to the next place value. Don't forget to add your commas. Now that I have multiplied everything in my problem, I'm going to add. So 2 plus 0 gives me 2. 6 plus 1 gives me 7. 9 plus 8. Well, I'm thinking about that. It might make it a little bit harder for me. So I know if I add 1 more to 9, take 1 away from the 8, add it to 9, that makes 10. And I have 7 left. So 10 plus 7 is easy for me to do, which is 17. So I put a 7 in my hundredth place, and I regroup my 1 to the thousands. Now I can do 4 plus 4, which is 8, add the 1 I regrouped, which gives me 9. Now my 2, I have nothing that I regrouped over to the 10,000s place, so I just bring it down. So it gives me the final product of 29,772. And if you have any other questions or would like to see another example, please let me know. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.